C'est comme ça la vie, c'est pas facile. I made the movie in '91. It created quite a tsunami, which doesn't end. And part of it was the Congress passed created the third official investigation of the murder, which is important. They did 4 years of work. They 2 million pages of documents. You know, they tried, but they were stonewalled by CIA and Secret Service. We were upset and frustrated when 2013, for example, rolled around. That was the 50th anniversary of the murder. All across American television and print media, there was no mention of the seriousness of the assassination community's work. There was no mention of alternate theories. It was just Oswald did it alone. There was this old Warren Commission stuff. It was shocking how poorly reported it was. It was always defensive about the Warren Commission. The Warren Commission, in my mind, is a farce. It was a farce, a political farce. We show that, and we show why in this documentary. But more importantly, we show new evidence of many things, including the involvement of Oswald with the intelligence agencies. We show that the original evidence that was the rifle, the ballistics, the fingerprints, the bullets, everything was wrong. They didn't get one thing right. The autopsy of Kennedy's body is a horror show. When you talk to these doctors and you understand what happened, it's shocking. It's beyond shocking. And the American public doesn't know all of it. They know some of it. This is important, and I feel like we're crying in the wilderness sometimes, you know. But I think your generation, if this thing is out there, and it's, thank God, it's finished and it's sold to many European countries. It's not going to be buried by the American government or anything. It's going to get out in Europe. It's going to be seen in the world. And I hope to God one day, you know, Americans see it. But you must see the movie to understand the depth of this. But the most important thing we did was show the motive again for the killing, which is why he was killed. Not who, how, and all that stuff. That's important too. But why? And we go into the motive and we show not only the changes he was creating in Vietnam, but in Cuba, with Russia, with the whole world. In Africa, we show clearly what happens in Indonesia. We show what happens in South America. I think we try to do justice to his vision, because they always, American history slams them together. They say Kennedy and Johnson, same thing. It was a continuation. It was not a continuation. Johnson abruptly U-turned most of the policies of Kennedy. People don't know that because the media and the historians, most of the historians, don't report this. Yes, there are historians who've written about this, and it's very important that they make a differentiation between Lyndon Johnson and John Kennedy. I'm scared of censorship. I've gotten a lot of it. You don't know most of my documentaries. I've made 9. I bet you haven't seen most of them. No, they don't get out on American commercial television. It's a battle I've been fighting. You know, Snowden, when I did my last movie, there was no financing for it in America. It came from France, Germany, and then eventually America had a small piece. This movie, the documentary, was not financed. We couldn't get any financing in America. It was an English company, thank God, independent English company that did it. Yeah, you don't set out to make a controversy. You set out to find a situation that's important, relevant, and you explore it. That's all you can do. You don't set out to make a controversy. You just set out to tell the truth. Yeah, I'm working on a documentary, another documentary, which is about clean energy. And I think it's also very important for the future, and included in that is a vigorous explanation of the importance of nuclear energy and why that should be done. And I think it's going to also be controversial, but I think it's important for your generation to close the gap, to have clean energy.